guys, welcome back to Peterson's Patch. It's August 24th and just wanted to update you on the damage after the hurricane, which was minimal to be honest. These were my Mexican sunflowers. They're Tithonia that the bees and the butterflies really love. They're still enjoying them, but I think I'll have to cut them down. I don't know if they'll rebloom. I'll give you a quick walk through the garden and show you what the damage was. Yesterday I wasn't able to get out here. I started a new job as a school nurse. Been a nurse for almost 20 years. And so this is a new position for me. But my garden has been my happy place for the past 2 years. During COVID, it was really tough. So this has brought me a lot of peace and joy during some hard times. We do have some new blooms on the climbing rose here. And it really loved the fertilizer I gave it the other day. And the rain we just got. And I do use rose tone on my roses every 2 weeks. So here we go. This perennial bed fared pretty well. The Mexican blanket flower is really starting to bloom. That's really pretty. A little damage to the rudbeckia. And this zinnia patch needs to be deadheaded, you can see. I might cut a bunch of it back, but they fared pretty well. Oh, and there's one of our butterfly friends right there. Enjoying this patch of zinnias. You can see this weedy bed is fine. This is one of my multi-branching sunflowers that I'm going to see if I can try to stake up and save that because it's about to bud, about to bloom anyways. Green bean trellis did well. All my squash vines seem to have fared pretty well, but a lot of my cosmos have knocked over because they're so tall. You can see here. And I did lose a kale plant that kind of got uprooted here, which was already really badly damaged, but that's fine. I've got more in the greenhouse. I planted peas here along this trellis, so those have sprouted up. And if you can see, this little patch of new Carota carrots from Baker Creek has sprouted. And also these golden beets have just popped up too. And there's more peas here along that trellis. Some really pretty zinnias have opened up. I think this is an El Dorado. And the bees and the moths, unfortunately, are going crazy for the zinnias, as well as the butterflies. This is one of the Queen Lime series from Baker Creek. And obviously, damage to the Brussels and the brassicas here. I'm going to spray with BT tonight and hopefully try to save those. You can see my green bean trellis is doing well. These yard-long beans and asparagus beans, like I showed you the other day, you couldn't really see because I had harvested all the beans. It's really easy to pick these because they hang down and you can see them really easily. And then along here, some of my asparagus has kind of knocked over, which is fine. They're going to seed. You can see the little seed pods there. And my cosmos over here have knocked over. Some zinnias toppled. They were getting really tall anyways, so I'll cut those back. Cucumbers are still producing even though they look really awful, so I'll probably let those go another week or so. Lost a little piece of a vine there. But squashes overall have fared well other than the insect damage and the powdery mildew, which is becoming more evident by the day. I don't know if these little babies will make it, but we shall see. And then tomatoes are looking a little rough. A lot of broken branches. And you can see I picked what I could the other day, but there's a lot of splitting on some of these fruits. But I'll pick what I can. Some amaranth kind of flopped over, which was to be expected, and I harvested a bunch of that the other day for cut flowers and for drying. You can see the tomato patch. Still have a lot of tomatoes coming in, but definitely blight is setting in on a lot of these. We got, I think, about 4 inches of rain between yesterday and the day of the hurricane. Eggplants did okay. Carrots are coming along. And this was the patch of beans that I just planted. You can see the beans are starting to sprout here. So hopefully we'll get another harvest of beans before the season's over. Here are some okra. Some more okra over there, which I'll harvest tonight. And sweet potatoes are starting to turn yellow, so hopefully we'll get a good harvest off of those. Pretty little sunflower. And other than that, I did lose the sunflower that's in my compost bin. But everything else looks pretty good overall. We didn't get terrible winds like we thought we were going to get. And I did tie up as much of the garden as I could. So just wanted to give you a quick update. I'm going to be working on trimming things up. The birdhouse gourds survived too. They didn't crash and burn. But be working on cleaning things up and getting ready to put in some transplants hopefully this weekend. But now that I work in the school, I have all the afternoons off, so I can get out here and get some things done for fall planting. Oh, there's another butterfly. We get a lot of swallowtails and monarchs. That one's got a broken wing. Hopefully he does all right. Or she. I'm not really good at identifying the butterflies yet, but I'll keep you updated in the next tour.